Once upon a time, in a village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a woman known as Bai. She resided in a modest house where she lived alone. Bai was renowned for her skill in sewing and embroidery, a talent she had honed over the years. Her kind and caring nature endeared her to everyone in the village. Despite living a simple life, she was sought after by many for her ability to create exquisite garments. Whether it was for the daughter of a wealthy family's wedding or for a poor girl's everyday attire, everyone wished for Bai to tailor their clothes. Bai not only excelled in her craft, but also had a deep love for animals and birds. She took joy in caring for them alongside her sewing and cooking. Her days were filled with the rhythmic sound of her needle and the comforting warmth of her kitchen hearth. One peaceful day, as Bai rested after a morning of work, a group of men arrived unannounced. They approached her respectfully, but swiftly blindfolded her and guided her onto a carriage. Bai's heart raced with fear as she was driven away from her familiar village surroundings. After what seemed like an eternity, the carriage came to a stop. When they removed the blindfold, Bai found herself in a breathtakingly beautiful place. The air was fragrant with the scent of blooming flowers, and colorful butterflies flitted about as if dancing to an unseen melody. It was as if she had stepped into a fairy tale. Moments later, a dignified lady approached Bai and explained that they had brought her here because they had heard of her exceptional talent. They needed her expertise for a very special occasion, the wedding of their kingdom's princess. Overwhelmed by the honor, Bai was escorted to the palace where she met the princess herself. The princess greeted her warmly, expressing her admiration for Bai's work. Bai felt a sense of peace and acceptance as she realized the significance of her skills beyond her village. The princess entrusted Bai with creating a bridal gown fit for royalty. She was led to a room adorned with vibrant fabrics and shimmering threads, a sight that amazed her once again. Despite the grandeur surrounding her, Bai remained focused and began her meticulous work. Meanwhile, the palace staff prepared a delicious meal for her. Bai, accustomed to simple village fare, found herself enjoying the flavors and spices of the palace cuisine. It was a meal fit for a queen, and she savored every bite, grateful for the hospitality shown to her. After the meal, Bai continued her work, seated amidst the palace gardens where she found inspiration in the beauty of nature. The flowers seemed to whisper tales of their own, and the birdsong provided a soothing background to her stitching. As days passed, Bai immersed herself in her task, creating a gown that surpassed even her own expectations. The princess was delighted with the result, and Bai's heart swelled with pride and satisfaction. She had never imagined her simple skills would lead her to such heights. When the gown was completed, the princess expressed her gratitude by showering Bai with precious jewels and gifts. Bai, however, humbly declined the extravagant rewards, requesting only to return to her village and resume her peaceful life. The princess understood Bai's wishes but insisted she stay a little longer to enjoy the palace's hospitality. Bai graciously accepted, touched by the kindness shown to her. She spent her remaining days at the palace, occasionally visited by curious palace residents who were eager to witness her work. Finally, when Bai felt her task was complete and her heart yearned for her home, the princess arranged for her to be escorted back to her village. Bai bid farewell to the palace staff and the princess with tears of gratitude in her eyes. Back in her village, Bai resumed her life with renewed vigor. The animals and birds welcomed her back as if they had been waiting for her return. She continued to sew and cook with the same passion, but now with cherished memories of the palace and the princess who had honored her. The villagers, too, welcomed her back warmly, proud of their talented seamstress who had brought honor to their village. Bai shared her experiences with them, but in her heart, she knew that the most precious moments were those spent in the palace garden, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the joy of creating something truly magical. And so, Bai's tale became a legend in the village, a testament to the power of skill, kindness, and the unexpected journeys that life often brings. Her simple life had touched the hearts of many, leaving an indelible mark on those who had the privilege of knowing her and the honor of wearing her creations.